Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we were just getting a new Zoid, and we selected our team to fight up against the Flugel team. The battle will take place right here. You ready, everyone? 2 Zoids are allowed in this battle. Okay, the enemy is our opponent. We can have close. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with Lena. Next time I'll probably do one with Bit. Yeah. In the show, for those of you who don't know, Bit and Lena teamed up to go up against them. Lena in a recently acquired new gun sniper, which had so many weapons that made a D-Bison look small. Oh look, it's Harry Champ. I'm Harry Champ, and I was born to be a champion. A real champion to go around. You're embarrassing yourself. Embarrassing? You say I'm embarrassing myself? You were told not to come after all, right? Interfering with others' battles is unforgivable. I'm sure you'll suffer. Lena and I are together. This is our destiny. And all up for each other binds us. And then, rejection. See, that's what you get. Is that also? Going to Azul's warrior nugget is far too nice. Ugh. And the plot twist of the century is... The new century is... There's a red blade lager! Dun dun dun! Plot twist! The red blade lager is family! Oh gosh, these dudes. Ah yes, Volta, no one loves you. Game is still battle. We give him Naomi's gun sniper. Which did 95 damage. I have to be honest though. Genosaurs look amazing. I've always wanted to consider a Genosaur. I'll have to eventually get one. That's like an eventuality of using. Ah yes, Blade Lager versus Genosaur. Unfortunately, we no longer get the use of the gun tail because, well, they got removed from the Zoid. It's time to do some damage. Oh, that animation. Jeez! Cool, thank you, Armageddon. For people who don't probably know, great, Armageddon, what's that? It's essentially New Zealand's Comic-Con. It's a lot of fun. I went last year with a friend. And this year I am going again. A friend of mine's buying tickets. Blaze one for those of you who don't know. He's buying my tickets for this year's Armageddon. Interesting fact, I think is if you've got Van, Bit. Yeah. So now we're just going to basically do the ones who are able to get out there as quickly as can. So attack Van. Oh. I love it. And it's really a lot of fun. This year I'm actually going to be able to go as a version of Makuta Duncan. I'm going as Dark Knight Makuta Duncan. And this version of Makuta Duncan is a lot more... Well, it's basically MD during the shoot-on era. And I'm thanking a friend because he's letting me borrow a phone sword and shield for it. But everything else I've got wrecked! Hashtag charged particle cannon. Yeah. Yeah, just wait for the time. By the way, for those of you who don't remember, Dr. Tauros is obsessed with Zoids. And it doesn't matter if you've got like half the Zoids, like, for instance, you know, status. Well, also leave the Liger 0. It doesn't matter if you've got a Blade Liger already or the Blade Liger AB. He will still be like, oh, I really want that. That's a little weird, but we're doing it. Hey, little bits. Rad in the West. That version of Jimmy, for those of you who don't know, is actually his appearance when he pilots Zoids, such as the Raynos and stuff. Oh, we're good enough. No, you're not. D-Bisons. Unfortunately, they're not D-Bisons. No, for those of you who don't know, is in the series, the Bison team gets badly injured, and actually are forced to basically leave. Which sucks for them, because, I mean, we're not really told anything more about them afterwards. And we are definitely going to upgrade the Genosaur. And we'll select 3. I'm actually going to stick with Claudia, Duncan, and Zan. And eventually I will like upgrade them to that, but after we get to the last place. Ew. Alrighty then. Ah, excuse me. Go away, fly. Yeah, and they're gonna fire at the Alpha Cargo, which for this will damage the lift, so we can't actually use any of the other Zoids. So we're stuck with the 3 we've selected. However, a Saberfang, a Genosaur, and a Darkhorn should be more than enough for some hoodlums. The Zoid I'll probably end up using for Duncan will be a Berserk Fury, but that's after we've beaten the first battle on the southern continent. Excuse me. I am a bit tired, yes. Trip done. 9 minutes. I'm sorry for the people who watch my videos and then I do that. It's just so I know what how long I'm recording for. And such. Yeah. There's a couple of films I saw somebody do a kill cam for. The Mist and Trick or Treat, the 2007 Halloween inspired one. I never really enjoyed Trick or Treat. In fact, I find movies centered around just Halloween it's too cliche for me. Because, you know, essentially it's like Halloween, public time for murders, and like how they did it though was the subplot was bus driver had driven a bus into a quarry to kill a bunch of kids on the bus. Kids in the bus tried to stop it by trying to get out, and unfortunately all the kids drowned by the bus driver. Bus driver is found by the kids again. And bus drivers killed by 6 kids, and then there's this one guy called Sammy who kills a whole bunch of people. There's werewolf girls. It is just... I find the horror film centered around the fact that it's Halloween just too... boring. Sorry. I just... hello? So, things like, not Friday the 13th, but definitely, excuse me, definitely, Trick or Treat, it's just, it's like, there should be no point in doing that. So I'm going to talk while these guys are talking, and I'm going to be talking a bit about an alternate version, 2 Zoid stories I'm working on. First of all, I've been talking about a new Zoids Legacy type thing, where it's going to combine all the different Zoids minus Wild, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? What's Zoid Wild? It is the newer... It is the new Zoid series coming out, I think this year. Either this year or next year. It's the first thing in 12 years of Zoids, but there is going to be mentions to it, but the next one I'm going to be writing up is going to be a alternate reality, alternate universe one, where it features the characters, but as alternate versions of themselves. So for Rock Tiger, they're an Imperial group. Blue Unicorn, they're an Imperial task force. They're a Republic Spec Ops group. Those were respectively. And it's gonna follow like different stories and like how they all did this and like all that. And like what really happened, like where the change happened. Essentially, Van Fly High and was late getting to Gygalos to get Rudolph there for his coronation, because Prozin had, well, something had happened which caused Prozin to, you know, essentially get Republic's power far quicker than Van could get there. And unfortunately for Van, it resulted in when he arrived in Gygalos with Rudolph, both him and Rudolph getting arrested and the shield light getting impounded. Same with Fiona. And these guys will be fighting like, oh, my Whale Kings, yes, it's perfectly healthy, customized as deserved. Yep. I'm sorry about the dog barking. Unfortunately, where I'm living at the moment has a couple of dogs nearby, but I don't mind. Might as well just steamroll them. And yeah, after that, the Republic is forced back in every battle they fought against via the Imperial forces with the now Death Sora and multiple Genosaurs, even Raven, who was switched sides during this to fight with against Frozen. And they're forced to evacuate from the southern continent to the northern continent. And after that, they are forced to basically just get along, and Van and Kosa a bit. And then 10 years after that, Van is in his 20s, and BitCloud's in his teens. And Bit joins the military. And yeah, with the Imperials now ruling the South, they set up a secret spec ops team called Rock Tiger, with the ancestors of the Rock Tiger from Versus / Second Legend / Saga. And because of this, a lot of people are wondering how to defeat them. Anyway. Eventually they establish a new city called Blue City, and RD, for people who don't know, RD was the main protagonist of ZOIDS Fuses, joins the military as well, with his Liger Zero Phoenix, later Liger Zero Jet Falcon. As his is not compatible with CAS armor, whereas his Bit is. Eventually though, Frozen's forces have built a weapon that changes Z's axis, destroying a lot on the southern continent, and variously damaging Blue City and the steel and blue steel stuff. A 200-inch screen. That's nothing. We have air conditioning. Okay, could we just be face popping like? Ah. Jeez. Oh, hi. Anyway. So that's the work in progress, so it should be awesome. And I hope you guys really looking forward to that story. It's going to be a fun story to do. It looks like they're probably going to destroy my... No! Not the Buster Eagle! No! Dang it. Wow. Can I still use the charge gun? Yes, I can. Boom. Good to me. Alrighty then. Up this bit. Sweet Zen. These supplies are getting annoying. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll save here. Next time we'll get to a town. We will repair the Buster Eagle and we'll continue on from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Duncan over saying G1 Superior, and be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell to get more of when I upload. Thank you, and I'll see you later. As soon as I hit the stop.